YouTube has always loved a good rise and fall story. But what happens when someone makes a career out of documenting those falls? Over the past few years, Sonny V2 has become one of the most talked about, and sometimes feared, creators on the platform. His documentary-style videos analyze the downfalls of fellow YouTubers, often sparking heated debate across the internet. With millions of views per video and a reputation for precise, emotionless delivery, Sonny's content is as compelling as it is controversial. Some viewers see him as an honest journalist. Others say he profits off creators' worst moments. So today, we're diving into Sonny V2's rise, the stories he's told, the backlash he's faced, and the complicated legacy he's building. From OnlyUseMeBlade to Chris Tyson, this is the story of how one creator became the Grim Reaper of YouTube, and why that might not be entirely fair. Sonny V2's content isn't loud. It's not angry. In fact, it's incredibly calm, almost eerily so. His videos follow a consistent format, a timeline of events paired with a quiet narration, minimal music, and carefully chosen clips. The tone feels like a digital obituary. Clean, polished, and serious. And it works. His videos regularly rack up millions of views. But it's the type of videos that spark controversy. Downfall stories, career collapses, exposés. For many creators, appearing in a Sonny V2 video is like receiving a public obituary before their channel is even gone. That brings us to his very first major impact. Sonny's rise began in 2020 with the horrifying downfall of OnlyUseMeBlade. Blade was once a legendary figure in the Call of Duty community, a guy who played using only melee weapons and still dominated. Fans loved his personality, his creativity, but things took a dark turn. As Blade became more involved with live streaming, alcohol abuse became central to his content. His streams turned chaotic, offensive, and sometimes outright disturbing. Racial slurs, aggressive behavior, and clear signs of addiction painted a tragic picture. Sonny's video documented this decline with brutal clarity. He laid out the timeline, showed the transformation, and ended with a plea for Blade to seek help. But Blade didn't turn things around. Instead, he kept streaming, often intoxicated, on a new channel with his wife. His health visibly worsened, and his content stayed toxic. Sonny's video became the most definitive version of Blade's story, one that many viewers took as the final word. In November 2021, Sonny released a very different kind of video: Why Belle Delphine's Career is Dead. Belle wasn't a victim of addiction or public scandal. Her story, according to Sonny, was about branding, or more precisely, overexposure. Belle rose to fame by being weird, provocative, and mysterious. She blurred the lines between cosplay, parody, and adult content. She was the girl who sold bathwater and broke the internet doing it. But as she revealed more of herself, through interviews, podcasts, and increasingly explicit content, that mystery faded. Sonny argued that once people understood her, they lost interest. The meme died. Still, it's worth noting, Belle Delphine didn't disappear. She still has a large fan base, a lucrative presence on OnlyFans, and an ongoing influence on internet culture. Sonny's video reframed her legacy, but it didn't erase her career. Another high-profile subject was Morgz, a British creator known for exaggerated high-energy content aimed at kids. His channel was once massive, but also a meme. Sonny's video, titled Morgz's Career is Completely Dead, presented a common YouTube arc: early success, internet backlash, and slow decline. Morgz was mocked for fake pranks, overacting, and clickbait. As he matured, so did his audience, and many left. Sonny painted a picture of a creator who had burned out, unable to transition into something new. But reality was more complex. Morgz began uploading YouTube shorts, changed his tone, and slowly restructured his brand. While he's no longer a viral giant, he remains active and successful on a smaller scale. In this case, the death was more of a rebirth. In April 2023, SunnyV2 released Why Chris Will Soon Become a Nightmare for Mr. Beast, one of his most divisive videos. Chris Tyson, a longtime member of the Mr. Beast team, had come out as non-binary and started hormone replacement therapy. Sonny's video didn't target Chris directly, but speculated about how their transition might affect the Mr. Beast brand. To many, it felt cold and unnecessary. Critics like Angela Wallace accused Sonny of framing Chris's identity as a problem, sparking claims of insensitivity or even transphobia. The backlash was loud, but Sonny didn't respond. No clarification, no apology. He stayed silent and moved on. Sonny's videos may look neutral, but they often carry serious weight. He builds narratives that feel definitive, often without input from the creators themselves. Redemption arcs are rarely shown unless complete. As a result, many of his videos come off as digital verdicts. That raises a question. Are these documentaries or edited takedowns? When creators face backlash, they often speak up. Sonny doesn't. Even when he's at the center of controversy, he avoids public response entirely. To some, that's discipline. To others, it's dodging accountability. Either way, it keeps him in control, always behind the lens, never in the frame. But it's not all negative. For some creators, being featured in a Sonny V2 video brings renewed attention, and sometimes a second chance. His documentaries can spark discussions, boost visibility, and even highlight issues that matter. They're not just takedowns, they're reflections of how fragile YouTube fame really is. So, is Sonny V2 exposing truth or exploiting decline? Maybe both. But one thing's certain, his videos shape how we view creators, not just in their highs, but especially in their lows. Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep creating.